Hello and welcome to this introduction video to Cardoku, head-to-head Sudoku. Sudoku is a 9x9 magic square number puzzle which first appeared on November 19th, 1892. It was designed by Howard Garnes and first published in Dell magazine as the game Number Place. Maki Kaji, president of the Nikoli Puzzle Company, published a puzzle in the Nicolist in April 1984 as Suji wa Dokushin na Chajiri, which translates to the digits are limited to one occurrence. The name was later abbreviated to SUDOKU. The generic name for it was Number Place, and we see here the original Dell magazine that it appeared in and the game Number Place as what we would call now SUDOKU. Cardoku fits into the puzzle genre of games, and in this category of game, it involves solving some sort of puzzle. They're a category game that requires thinking during gameplay, often using deduction or logic, and puzzle games come in a variety of forms, from simple to complex. Setup and objective. The objective of Cardoku is that it's a head-to-head puzzle game based on Sudoku concepts. Players play the tech deck cards in a 9x9 grid, common tableau area, and players compete against each other to complete rows, columns, and 3x3 boxes. And if they complete rows, columns, and boxes, they score points. Cardoku requires that each player use a tech deck. It can be played with either 2 tech decks or 3. The game ends when either players have no more cards in hand or there are no more possible plays. Here we see a flow of game setup. First, you'll create teams. Next, you'll set up the decks. Again, the game can be played with either 2 tech decks or 3. If you're playing with 3, you're going to take a suit from that third deck and incorporate it into each player's deck. And then you're going to expel all the cards 10 and above and all the wild cards. And then you're going to seed the initial tableau, the 9x9 tableau, with seed cards alternating from each player's deck. Each player will draw 10 cards, and you'll randomly determine a first player. Gameplay. The gameplay follows 4 basic steps. You'll draw a card, you'll make a play, you'll check to see if you score, and then you'll check for end of game. Each turn a player does the following. They'll draw a card from their deck, and they'll make a play. You can play a card into the 9x9 common tableau area, and the value of the card must be unique in the row, column, and 3x3 box, following Sudoku placement rules. If you don't have any cards left in your deck, you can instead move a card from one place to another place in the tableau, following Sudoku placement rules, and or if you have no cards in your deck, you can swap 2 cards. Scoring. During your turn, if you completed a row, column, and or 3x3 box, you can score a point. It's possible to score more than 1 point in a turn if you simultaneously complete a row, column, and or 3x3 box. In a 2-deck game, you'll score on rows or columns with a sequence of 1 through 8 or 2 through 9. And in 3-deck games, you use completed rows, columns with 9 cards. Then you'll check for end of game. If the game did not end, play passes to the next player. Here we see an example of scoring. The team 1 here plays the 2 of science into the first column, 4th row, and it's a legal play because no other 2-value card is in the first column, no other 2-value card is in the 4th row, and no other 2-value card is in that 3x3 box. That left central 3x3 box is now locked. Its cards cannot be moved or swapped. They score 2 points here because they do have a sequence 2 through 9 if they're playing with the 2-card 2-deck game in that first column. They score a point in that left central 3x3 box, but they do not score along the 4th row because it's missing a 5-value card. End of game. The game ends when either players have no more cards in hand or there are no more possible plays. The tech deck concepts. The tech deck has 3 basic concepts. It's modernizing playing cards and bringing them into the 21st century. You can use it for any classic card game. Unique card game effects create interesting interactions to provide replayability. It's versatile and portable. The small form factor is easy to carry. Wherever you are, whomever you're with, and whenever you'd like, you can enjoy gaming. Games that are long and short, casual and serious. The tech deck is a game platform that you can play many games with. They'll appeal to many different audiences, speaking to hardcore gamers, non-gamers, party settings, and family settings. These are the 9 previous games released with the tech deck. Tech Grid Poker is a poker variant where Players form poker hands along 2 dimensions. Tech City is a tile-laying game where the cards represent corporations or buildings in a city that each have abilities that players can use. Tech Exchange is a stock exchanging game where the cards in the tech deck represent stocks that players trade. Tech Chess is a chess variant game where the tech deck cards are chess pieces that players can move on a board. Gears of Industry is a personalized card game where each player tailor makes their own tech deck and plays it head-to-head against each other. Elevator Pitch takes pairs of tech deck cards, and players can form a company and then deliver an elevator pitch to the other players. Cardle is a head-to-head code-breaking game where players are trying to break each other's 6-digit code using tech deck cards. Chronological is a timeline game where players place cards into an ever-growing timeline and they name the concept, the date, the inventor, and invention. Peer-to-peer is a cooperative or semi-cooperative deck building game where players start with the deck and the deck grows over time. And each of the tech deck games speaks to different genres of gaming. So Tech Grid Poker is a poker variant game. Tech City is a tile-laying game. Tech Exchange falls into the real-time genre of games. Tech Chess is a strategy game. Gears of Industry is a personalized card game. Elevator Pitch is a party game and idea generation tool. Cardle head-to-head code breaking is a deduction game. Chronological is an educational and history genre game. And peer-to-peer is a deck building genre game. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to head on over to my website where you can download all the rules and watch videos for all the other Tech Deck games. You can also find the Tech Deck games in Board Game Geek, and if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch videos to learn how to play them all. So thank you for watching.